Aries. My name is Echo, and welcome to your January 2025 tarot reading. We are in a new moon energy at this point. It was a black moon, which is actually a rare occurrence happening about once every 29 months. A black moon is a moon that happens the second new moon, if you have two within a calendar month. And it's a great time to revisit things and see what works for us and leave what doesn't. So that being said, Aries, this is a general reading. Please feel free to keep what resonates with you and leave the rest, as this will not apply to everybody. This is happening at the beginning of the new year, so everyone is making a very big deal about it. As we know, New Year's a good time to make resolutions on how we want to move forward and decide what works. So without further ado, let's throw some cards and we'll see what January has in store for you. From the Animal Spirit deck, you have Frog Spirit, Clear Out the Clutter. So you may be looking around holiday season, probably had to dig out a couple decorations, it's possible. And you may have decided that it's time to get rid of some things. Material possessions do tend to clutter our space after a while, and the ones that keep nostalgia kind of tend to get passed down from one generation to the next. If you're anything like me, you will pick up things that do not belong to you. They belong to a friend of a friend of a friend, or a family member from, long times past, or even one of a spouse. So this can also point to not just physical clutter, but mental clutter or emotional clutter. This card tells me that you are looking to move on from the situation that you have, or the, be it material, mental, or emotional, whatever. You are looking to clear out what does not work for you, and this is perfect to start the new year. From the Moon Oracle deck, we have Faith. So you're having faith that all of the clearing that you're doing and all the effort you're putting in is going to serve you in the future. And that is 100% right, Aries, because as we know, you are a very strong and powerful sign who is always willing to lead the way. And you are leading by faith at this time as we move into the new year. With a whole year ahead of us, we don't have much to go on. There are a lot of things up in the air right now, I can tell you. If you look at the political scene, it's fun. But spiritually is how you're operating on faith. Faith is all about spirit and the way we connect. Faith in ourselves, faith in the greater good, faith in, I guess you could say, a higher knowing. So you have that energy about you as we move into January, and that's a wonderful start. Right now, next we have Reclaim. So just as you're getting rid of some clutter, it seems that you are reclaiming something. This could be reclaiming, I'm hearing almost like a birthright. This could be reclaiming a part of yourself. It could be just control over the day-to-day. It could be reclaiming space for yourself, because once we get rid of things in our lives, again, either physically or on the energetic level, we are making room for other things. Reclaim tells me that you are, I really feel like this is a term of space, either in our lives or physical space. You are reclaiming something that allows you to move forward for a greater good. It's very much like a clearing energy. So you're taking your space back. And that's great, Aries, because as we go forward, we want to be sure we're taking care of our beautiful selves, because this is how we take care of others. And this is absolutely where you're going to be able to work from. From the Runic Oracle deck, you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a very passionate, I guess you could say, the passionate young man. It indicates that while things can tend to be dark, you will see the brighter side of things. The Page of Wands is, as I said, a fiery young energy at heart, and it does go forward with almost like the spark of creativity, I guess you could say. Wands is the fiery suit in the tarot, so it goes toward things like passion, our fire, our can-do attitude. So given that the page is here, this tells me you are happy to light that match and start that spark and get the ball rolling. And given that Aries is the sign who typically leads the way, this does not surprise me at all. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me to see a lot more wands in here. If you notice, and I just saw this, on Reclaim, you have 2 wands crossing that card right there. So you are going forward with passion and faith at this time and getting rid of whatever is in your way. So without further ado, let's go ahead and throw some tarot to see what the cards have for us. what do you have for my beautiful Aries? Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, Justice in reverse, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So the Eight of Cups is all about leaving behind what does not serve us. Cups are a watery suit. They are all about emotions. So if something is holding you back, like any naysayers or any self-doubt or just looking to get rid of old memories that aren't serving you anymore. There may be something in your space that has bad memories attached to it. This could be that you just finished a relationship that didn't go the way you wanted it to, or you just came through a rough time because something pulled at your heartstrings a little harder than you would have liked. You are moving away from this energy and moving away from this space into something new. The Justice card in reverse can indicate that something played out in a way that did not feel fair to you. There may have been a readdressing of energies, something that kind of threw you off kilter and readjusted the balance in a way you did not like. Justice can also point towards law and things that I guess you could say are divinely ordained. So this can mean things like some sort of legal action. Either you're coming up against some legal action now, or you have in the past. Someone may be coming and bringing problems up for you. Conversely, if you have any debts that need to be handled, be sure you're taking care of those as we go through January. Readdress your budget. Put together any ideas that might make this happen in just not a major way, just a plan of action. This can also point to things like, in the terms of legal, things like divorce. So if there is something that is emotional at this time, like a divorce, just address it in a way that goes forward with faith and goes forward with reclaiming your beautiful self, Aries, because while things don't always work the way we want as far as a sacred union goes, it may be that that person came into our life to teach us something, and now Spirit is just moving them so you can move on. The Six of Wands is a card of victory. Once again, Wands is a fiery, passionate energy, and he is here, ready and waiting for the battle. If you look, he is coming in with a victory wreath, but you will notice the wands in the background are sort of individuals cheering him on as he rides in. The thing to keep in mind with the Six and Wands, dear Aries, is do you want to be that knight on the horse claiming your victory, or are you going to be one of the five in the background cheering someone else on? It's okay to support the people around us, Aries. This is a wonderful way to operate because when the time comes, we may need their support as well. But just be sure you aren't spending all of your time championing someone else when you could be championing yourself as well. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse says that there feels like there may be a loss of some sort in a major way. This could be in a very physical, tangible way. It could be materials. It could be a job. It could, again, be something that's addressing your money, say a lawsuit or a debt. If you are moving into an energy that feels like a bit of a loss, don't worry about it because, as I've heard in a movie once, there's plenty of money out there. They make more every day. And I'm not going to say who that was from. I think we've seen that movie. But this is very much true. The feeling of loss on a major gain, as far as material positions go, does not mean you have to keep that energy. It just means that what was at your disposal at that time has left you. And like we said, we are talking about readdressing things so we can start new, and we are clearing out the clutter. So for all you know, that loss may be opening up new doors for you. There is no need to stress about it. Just take it for what it is, take whatever lessons you have learned from it, and turn that knowledge into wisdom. Because this is how we grow, Aries, right? We take the things we know and we apply them moving forward. So moving into the middle of January here, let's throw some more cards and see where we're going. You have the Ace of Swords, the Moon, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is all about a conquering energy, coming out on top. If you will notice the cliffs in the background and the sky that is beginning to clear, the bird is soaring high above the clouds and he is ascending. He is climbing into those clouds so he can get clear of them as they are clearing away. This is very much the energy you're going to have about the middle of the month, Aries. And given that you are putting things behind you and having faith on pressing onward, this doesn't surprise me at all to see this card. This tells me that whatever the situation is, you will come out on top of it. It may come in its own time, so we'll just read out through the end of the month and see where we're going from here, but it looks like good things. But this will require you to put in the work, champion yourself, as we saw here in the Six of Wands, excuse me, and be sure you are claiming yourself the hero of your own story, because that you are. Be sure you are the main character, not the supporting. It is your story. The moon card indicates that there may be a little bit of fear or trepidation here. But if you notice, the woman wandering has these keys on her hip, and these are the keys to the kingdom. These are the keys of knowledge. So while she wanders through the woods with the torch and she has those wolves behind her, the moon card does typically indicate that there is a tame side to all of us and there is a wild side to all of us. While you may be wandering the woods with your torch, dear Aries, keep in mind that you are the torch bearer. You are the one shining the light. And if there are shadows around you, if there are hungry wolves in your midst, you have the means to shine the way and be your own guiding light. And you cannot let those wolves get the best of you, because you are very much in your power. You are very much capable of handling whatever the situation is. The moon is a very magical energy, a very watery energy. So just be mindful of your emotions and how they can carry you forward. I would focus very much on affirmations and positive talk at this time. The Eight of Pentacles is moving in at the end of the month. The Eight of Pentacles is all about the work you're doing. She is burning the midnight oil as she sits up working on her pentacles. She sits quiet in her study, and this may indicate that there is the chance for you to draw inward and spend time with yourself in those quiet hours, say if you wake up in the middle of the night or just during a shower. During your lunch break, if you have some quiet time at work, do look inward and enjoy those quiet times, because these are where those aha moments, those flashes of creation will jump out at you. The Knight of Swords says you are going forward with a clear head and a clear mind. You are moving forward from the things that have not been serving you, and you are looking to clear out the clutter so you can get a good hold on what it is you want. You may have new ideas that spark up at this time, and you're eager to go forward with them toward the end of the month. So it looks to me like January is going to be very much a month of doing the work and laying the groundwork so you can go forward. And I would just listen to any of those new ideas. Like I said, they can come in the quiet moments when you are reflecting. So let's go ahead and draw on this some cards of advice for my Aries, because it sounds like you're in a very creative energy. You're in a very like you're almost going to the forge and making what you want this year to be straight away. Okay. Oh, we have the Magician in reverse, the Tower, and the Two of Wands reversed. So the Magician is a very, like I said, a creative card. He is the alchemist of his own life, his own doing. On the table, he has all of the tools he needs to take everything that he has intent and bring it down to earth and make it reality. The infinity symbol above him indicates that the possibilities are endless and there is endless energy to tap into. Just as we live our own existences, our own worlds in the microcosm, there is a lot of energy to tap into in the macrocosm, okay? And the things we do here do ripple outward into the greater universe. So what you're working on will be something that resonates and ripples out to the people you need to come in to create the thing you are looking at. Given that your card is in reverse, this tells me that your advice is to keep in mind where you might be limiting your creative ability, dear Aries. Keep in mind that you are the master of your own life, your own creation. So this advice here is actually a good way to progress as you go through January, because any self-doubt, what we think is what we create, and any self-doubt can put a stomp into your beautiful plans. The Tower, which gets the rep for being a very scary card in the tarot, is actually all about addressing our foundations. If you notice in this card, the lightning is striking the tower, and that tower is on fire. The two individuals jumping from the tower have the choice of staying and most assuredly burning, or jumping and risking survival. So, this tells me you are willing to take risks so you can get on level ground and build up from there. Because in order to start something new, we do have to start on a firm foundation, which means leveling what did not work or clearing out the clutter. You will have to clear out the clutter after those bricks come down so you can build fresh. And this is all about building new. Do keep in mind as we go forward that those foundations are for you to lay and for you to address. You are, like we said, laying the groundwork. The Two of Wands in reverse indicates that you do not feel as though doors are opening to you at this time, and where you do not feel it, do not waste your beautiful energy. Aries, sometimes doors are kept closed, so we take the path that was meant for us, so we can be free to follow our heart and not get sidetracked on things that might hold us up. If you do not see these doors open, be mindful that it may mean there is another door opening in another direction, and you might need to change where you are looking. The individual in this card is very much looking over the land about him and surveying all that there is and all of the possibilities, as indicated by the world in his hand. But the cat at his side, cats in the tarot, indicate that spirit is with us. There is a magical energy and a sort of familiarity. So while you're addressing things that are and the status quo, keep in mind of where you are familiar and what resources and what knowledge you already retain that can help you make your plans into something much larger and have that larger impact we talked about. So I just want to see what blessings are on. Let me see what blessings are, I guess you could say, on offer for my Aries. What blessings do we have in January for Aries? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Oh, okay. So you have the Three of Pentacles. The blessings you have for you are very creative energy about you. In the Three of Pentacles, we did talk about alchemy earlier. You will notice he has this potion bottle sitting next to him. This indicates that he is the alchemist of his own reality. He can take whatever it is he's working on and turn it into something greater, turn it into something that works for him. Just be wary that you're not, again, burning yourself out. He has this candle fully blazed and he is clear and able to see even though his surroundings are dark. But just as a candle burns, it can burn out. So be wary that you are not burning yourself out as you go forward and create whatever it is you're looking to bring in this new space that you have reclaimed. Go forward with faith and just know that your passion is going to be what carries you at this time. You have got to keep positive energy about you. Thank you so much for joining me for this January 2025 tarot reading, my dear Aries. My name is Echo, and I was so glad you could join me today. It looks like you are in for a great month. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you soon.